Hi guys, rise and shine. We grind, we are all fun, and the sun shines for yours and mine. My name is Tyrone, and welcome back to my show. Today's show, I would like to make it a little bit short today, only because of the fact that I have something to do today. Um, but I wanted to talk about acceptance and denial. I feel like I wanted to touch up on this one because of the fact that there are a lot of people that have a hard time with rejection when it comes to being accepted. And then there are a lot of people who can't accept denial. You know, and I feel that I was one of those kids. Um, I had a hard time being accepted when I was younger, and I think even now I have a little bit of a hard time being accepted. But as well as in denial, I was also in denial with certain things. Like when I was younger, I was in denial that I might have wanted friends to hang around or that I wanted to just indulge in everything that everybody else was doing. You know what I mean? I wanted to be with people, to be honest with you. And that was something that I had to face as I got older and just realized that being in denial is just nothing but it doesn't help. It's something that doesn't help. And I want to get to the definitions with you guys real quick. Um, for acceptance, acceptance has a lot to deal with the acknowledgement and and the acknowledgement and being able to embrace a person, place, or thing, or because there's two definitions of it. Let me split it down. Ex- there's one point of acceptance that has to do with acknowledging a certain person, place, or thing. And then another part of acceptance has to deal with the acknowledgement of a person being accepted into a group, um, or just a person being accepted in general. It has a lot to deal with being able to embrace a person. And I feel that with acceptance can change a lot of perspectives, especially for a lot of people. If we were able to accept a lot of the things that a lot of the things, people, and places that are in our lives, that are placed within our lives, then we will be able to we'd be comfortable with certain people, places, and things. You know what I mean? I have a lot. I think that has a lot to deal with hidden insecurities. You know what I mean? Or things that they feel things that a group feels that a person doesn't have, and it's just all nonsense. You know what I mean? It has a lot to deal with nonsense. Just being able to accept somebody. I feel that acceptance comes natural. It's habitual. Um, but the discerning is where you choose to accept certain people. You know who to accept and you know who not to accept. And like I said, that comes with discernment. um, I feel that acceptance comes from humility. Like I said, it's habitual. It's something that we, without conscience, do all the time. We accept somebody, we accept their words, we accept what they have to say, we accept their character. And it comes from a state of humility. It comes from being able to welcome a person, place, or thing without contradiction. Basically, without having that extra thought that says, is this person going to be good? Is he like what everybody says, or is he different? It's That's a contradiction, and I feel that a lot of us, when it comes to acceptance, we contradict ourselves. Sometimes we downplay a person, place, or thing, or we can even downplay ourselves. Within the acceptance of others. Um, But it's important and imperative for us to be able to accept ourselves, because it's like the law of attraction, or it's like just basically attracting what you want, you know? It's being able to put a positive atmosphere on not only yourself, but to it makes it more acceptable. It makes it easily acceptable. Um, I feel that denial has to deal with a lot has to deal has a lot to, excuse me, has a lot to deal with no acceptance or no form of acknowledgement when it comes to a person, place, or thing that is unethical. Um, I feel that denial can be a form of an insecurity, only because of the fact that a lot of people have a hard time telling the truth. And when people have a hard time telling their truths, or just telling the truth in general, they deny. They deny. It's like saying, "No, I didn't do that." You know what I mean? And it's important for us to be able to be vulnerable with people when it comes to certain things. It's okay to say, "I don't feel like explaining this to you," or "I don't feel like," because that's not a form of denial, but that would be a form of saying, "I don't want to explain it." There's certain things that don't need to be explained, and then there's certain things that need to be explained. But when it comes to no, 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 you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, that would be a form of denial. That would be a form of trying to put it on somebody else just so you don't get the blame. Um, I feel that denial leads to no acceptance. It leads to nobody believing you. The reason I say it leads to no acceptance is because of the fact that once a group or many people start to see that character, they start to see that denial character, that they start to project, or they start to believe that that's exactly who you are. You know what I mean? When you're in denial, a lot of people wouldn't want to be around people that can't accept their truth or can't accept others' truths. You know what I mean? Because that will be like a form of lying. It's a form of lying, straight like that. And also leads to nobody believing you. You know what I mean? A person can deny a situation, and then the situation is exposed to the light. Everything that's done in the dark, it comes out into the light. So no matter how much you deny, it will come out. And it can also lead to confrontation. It can also lead to confrontation, especially when there's a good-hearted person that actually knows the situation front to back, and then you deny what they are trying to tell you, or what they're trying to tell you about the situation. It's like, how dare you? And that's how people feel when it comes to people denying certain situations or things. And that's what turns it into a conflict, because it's like, why do you have to lie? Why are you not telling the truth? And that's how a lot of people feel. A lot of people feel that when it comes to denial, it hurts. It hurts, though. It hurts. And it depends on how deep the denial is within the situation. Because a person could be in denial, even if it's just about a pen. A person could be in denial about glasses. A person could be in denial about a book. And it's just, the deeper the denial, the more hurt it makes a person. And the most important thing for us to do is to tell the truth, no matter how much it hurts, or no matter how much we feel it belittles us. Because we do feel that the truth does belittle us in a way. And I say that because of the fact that there are some people that deal with lying. They have lied their whole lives. And it's kind of hard for them to even tell the truth, because they're used to lies. when you're used to something and you've adapted to it already, it's hard for you to shift into something different, or you see that something different as I don't want to try that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, when they're in denial, it's hard for them to accept the truth. It's like a new shift for them. Um, and this is why it's important and it's impactful for a person to accept, and for a person to just tell the truth instead of being in denial. You know what I mean? Acceptance is one of the main things. Acceptance is one of the main things. I wanted to touch up on these two topics mainly because of it's, and I feel like they have some, like they're opposites. They can be opposites, but I feel like these are two things. Just in my mind, I felt like these were two things that um, a lot of people go through. You know what I mean? I want to touch up on topics that a lot of people go through universally. And when I'm able to talk about these situations, it makes me feel a little bit more confident when it comes to approaching these situations myself. Because I feel like not only myself, but a lot of people that are in the world, they have a lot to deal with accepting, or they have a hard time being accepted. And then there are a lot of people that are in denial or face denial with other people. With other people, excuse me. And it's important for us to be able to say, okay, this is how I'm going to be able to identify this. This is how I'm going to be able to identify that. And once you have identified the once you have identified situations that entail acceptance and denial, that is when you're able to discern which situations you can be able to approach, which situations you can approach, and it just, I feel that, I pray and I hope that these videos make people a little bit more aware when it comes to acceptance and denial, or just anything that we talk about, you know what I mean? Because I always want people to be on their 10 toes about certain things, certain people, because it's ridiculous with the things that we go through, and we just need to be on our toes. We need to be on our P's and Q's with everything, guys. Um, this is an acceptance. One thing that I want to talk about when it comes to acceptance is that it is a big impact on not only just yourself, but the person that you accept. You know what I mean? It makes the person feel good. It makes the person feel good about themselves. It makes the person feel as if they some people, it makes them feel as if they uphold a certain standard, you know what I mean, because they're part of a certain group. But at the same time, it makes a person feel it just makes a person feel good overall. I don't know anybody that doesn't like to be accepted, because most of the people that I either listen to or that I've read books about, usually those were people that, you know what I mean, stuck to themselves and had a hard time being accepted, because everybody has some form of weird about them. You know what I mean? Even myself, I have a weird reading style when it comes to the books that I read. You know what I mean? Like, I can go from a comic book, I can go from a poetry book, I can go from a fiction book. Is everybody has that weirdness about them, but a lot of people don't accept that, and majority of society doesn't accept that. So it's important for the little groups that we do have that can accept these things, or that can accept how smart or how intelligent that people, because there are definitely a lot of beautiful people that are very smart and very intelligent, that stick to themselves because they weren't they haven't been accepted in the way that they should be accepted within society, and because of that, a lot of them stick to themselves. So it's um it's important for us to not only accept the ones that have been rejected, but accept the ones that just have a hard time with other people and their acceptance. You know what I mean? Because acceptance nowadays, it doesn't come easy, because a lot of people are skeptical and trying to be discerning with situations, and sometimes it may not require discernment, because it's common sense. Um, but I wanted to touch up on that topic with you guys today. I hope this was a blessing, and if it was, please leave a thumbs up and the likes. Please comment, please subscribe, please share. I would love you guys to share. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and love you guys, and just enjoy.